Hey all you cool cats and kittens. This is Tom and Galen from Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab. Welcome to 15 minutes of FUME, Spring 2020 edition. We released a spring collection of perfumes right before coronavirus craziness happened, which means that no one got to come to any of our live events and actually smell them and test them before buying them. And as a result, I feel that people haven't taken a chance on them or might be worried about blind buying. So we wanted to devote a couple of videos today and Monday to just smelling these goddamn perfumes. What do they even smell like? We don't even know because we haven't been able to go into the lab and we've been distancing from Beth and Ted and Brian and everybody. So this is our first chance to really get to smell them and see what's going on with Spring 2020 perfumes.
It's a real reaction video. Like, you get to see us
Completely
react,
unvarnished.
smell and react. Maybe a little varnished.
I'm feeling a bit shellacked, actually.
Oh.
We've got a lot of perfumes to talk about and not a lot of time, and so our role as entertainers are going to have to be left by the wayside. It's just the facts, pure perfume science. You ready?
It might be entertaining, though.
Just
we'll see.
Get that out of your head right now.
Perfume number one!
Perfume number one is called After the Winter, and it's inspired by a poem by Claude McKay. And the notes, as listed, are rolling green grasses, Tahitian vanilla, which we misspelled on the website, white coconut, fig, orange blossom, baobab leaf, and golden amber.
Okay.
From the description, it reminded me of something that we would do for the shungas, because of these warm, juicy, fruity notes mixed with, it's the rolling green grasses here that I think actually gives it like an edge. There's kind of a bite to it. But that's just part of the picture of, I think, of what makes it a really beautifully blended perfume. We've got like the coconut and the orange blossom and amber together. It's kind of got like a nice like pulpy, warm, I want to say tropical, but not in that horrible suntan lotion way. I love this.
And the coconut and fig kind of give it a nice, like, sweet meatiness. I don't really, earthy. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna smell each of these and individually in the bottle, and then we're gonna do a little skin test for like what happened later, because as most of you know, you can't tell anything from just like what happens in the bottle. Moving on to number two. Would you like to read the title so I catch my breath?
Every day you play with the light of the universe.
Okay, I got it. This is based on a Pablo Neruda poem, which I would love to read to you in its entirety, but we're already burning daylight.
Some other time.
You can read. Go look it up. The scent is skin-warmed honeysuckle, plum, and cherry blossoms, and amber cream.
Okay.
You can have the cap. I'll take the bottle.
Oh.
So this one combines two perfumes that I really already love, which one of them is the Fool's Bindle, which we discussed in a video last week, I think, which was the honeysuckle. And then the Poinsettia Gown from the Yule collection a few months ago, which was a jasmine and rose cream. And this is a wonderful continuation, I think, of that, of the Yule, but into spring, because it's the honeysuckle, a plum, cherry blossom with the amber cream.
It does smell warm.
Yes. Next up is Hope is the Thing with Feathers, based on the famous poem by Emily Dickinson. The notes, as listed, are warm, golden, feather soft, orris dusted amber, white honey, osmanthus blossom, and star jasmine. It's so funny, after reading, just being back at the honeysuckle one, which reminded me of the Fool's Bindle, this is a completely different jasmine. In fact, I'm not really getting the jasmine much at all in the bottle.
No, me either. It's more the amber and honey.
That warm, golden, feather soft.
I guess I smelled the orris too.
There's a darkness to this.
In terms of translating Emily Dickinson into scent, I think that nails it. Like,
yes, it's like looking at the outdoors through a window.
Yeah, like Magic Hour. She's just like
Yeah.
furiously writing something and looking
like
out at the
Magic Hour.
sunset and just being like,
Yeah, like, and then like this one.
bees! Do bees have ears? I know it's a different poem, but she just wondered. She asked the big questions.
She asked the big questions that none of her friends were alive to answer.
Right.
Because they had tuberculosis.
Right.
Okay, and then follow that up with just Hope.
Hope. Not just Hope, it's...
The name of the perfume is Hope. Standalone Hope perfume. Untitled Hope perfume. Sharp and cynical. This is... Oh, I should have mentioned this is based on the poem by Emily Bronte. Sharp and cynical. Bitter mimosa. Smoky opoponax. Omen frankincense. French beeswax. And linden blossom.
My.
Yeah. So for all of you who are encountering a springtime that is maybe less hopeful than you had anticipated, I feel like this is the fragrance commentary.
In the bottle, what I get the most is the mimosa and the French beeswax.
Yeah, and there is like a nice bitterness to it. Like it's like it's got that Campari situation without the citrus per se.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious to see what happens in the skin because the blossom notes, like a lot of the times the sweeter, blossomier notes kind of burn off relatively early. I don't know why that is. I'm not a real scientist. And the last one, because we're breaking this into half today, so number 5 is lines written in early spring. And the notes are...
It's by William Wordsworth.
Thank you. Push his glasses up on nose. Gilded golden roses, wildflower honey, lush magnolia, tuberose, peony, and clove.
Clove.
This should be...
Let me smell that bottle.
Yeah, smell the bottle. I'll take the cap.
Okay.
This is, I think, the most robustly floral of the 5 that we have smelled so far.
Smelling mostly the roses and the honey and magnolia.
Honey is big. I tend to avoid honey. It doesn't usually work that well on me.
Oh, I do smell the clove.
I'm in it. If the clove can come out and play and the tuberose and the roses in general, then I'm all about it.
Mm-hmm.
I just yawned while I was talking. So that's all 5. We're going to pause the video and do a little skin test and then come right back. And we're back, and now we reek of springtime.
Mm-hmm.
I have all 5 perfumes on.
I only have 2. I didn't want to overload myself.
You only did 2?
I only did 2.
I did 5. I did 5.
I can tell. It's
right.
a whole garden in here.
So first is After the Winter. That was the one that was the vanilla, coconut, fig, orange blossom, baobab leaf, golden amber, and rolling green grasses.
Okay, say it again, but twice as fast.
No! I think, honestly, so far, this is maybe my favorite out of the 5 that we have done.
Mm-hmm.
There's just something so just robust and jubilant about it. It's just very, like, no cares, no fucks, no tan lines.
You are twirling on top of those Alps.
It's amazing.
Singing The Hills Are Alive with
Yeah.
the smell of springtime.
And the grass really does help it from just being a fruit salad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it holds it together.
it really... In fact, I'm already... The fruit scents, like the sweeter notes are starting to dry off.
The coconut and fig are
Coconut,
kind of amping
fig,
up for me.
and grass are really hanging in there. And that is where I want to be this spring.
Interesting. I like that.
Yeah. You didn't try it on, so I won't smell you.
I didn't.
Now, every day you play with the light of the universe.
I did try that one on.
Every day you do play with the light of the universe. Everyone knows this about Galen. If you know Galen, you know that. This is the skin-warmed honeysuckle, plum and cherry blossoms, and amber cream. Can I smell it on you?
Yeah.
This is the video you're watching.
It's kind of...
on the internet where people smell each other. It is like poinsettia gown.
It is. The plum...
Not getting a plum.
You're not getting plum?
I'm not getting
I'm
a super
smelling the plum.
fruity smell. Maybe I just don't care.
I'm smelling, I think, just like the plum and the cherry blossoms. It smells really warm to me, though. It smells like a hot day.
Hope is the thing with feathers, which is the orris dusted amber, white honey, osmanthus, blossom, and star jasmine. This has already faded quite a bit on me.
Same, yeah.
It's so the throw is lower than the other. I mean, when you consider what it's next to, that may be a lot of it. It is just warm, golden, feather soft. Like
I agree.
Those first 3 words in the description.
The dry down is definitely feather soft,
Yeah.
I would say.
And there is a melancholy aspect to this, which I think
totally. I am alone. I am writing. I am
so
looking out the window. Do bees have ears?
Hope. Untitled Hope Game.
Hope is a dangerous perfume for a person like me to have.
But I have it. This is the bitter mimosa, Apopanax, Oman frankincense, French beeswax, linden blossom, which I have over here. Which is also, it's because of the sharp and cynical, it's comparable, I think, to the thing with feathers scent. You're not wearing this one? Mm-hmm. This is what I got. This is what I got for you.
Okay.
It does have that bitter edge, which I think is really great in a perfume, because the tendency, I think, for a lot of things made for the consumer are to go sweet, to go light. And one of the things that I love about the lab is how often we're just like, no, we're going to pull you down in the mud and invite you to wallow in your bad feelings. Because, god damn it, you look so beautiful when you do that. That's what I'm getting here. It really does, again, I'm getting like the kind of Campari.
I smell mostly the mimosa and that beeswax. And maybe linden blossom. I'm not really sure what it smells like. The beeswax really offers a heart to it.
It does, and the beeswax itself, that note can be a little bitter on its own. Mm-hmm. It's like you expect it to go into a honey direction, and it's like, nope, just the wax, ma'am.
Yeah. No, I'm not sweet.
Really nice. And then finally, lines written in early spring, which we have. This is the one with the gilded roses, wildflower honey, magnolia, tuberose, peony, and clove. And what did we get out of this? What is the lesson that we have learned?
Where's that clove?
The lesson is that clove will always be the last man standing.
Oh, that smells great.
Yeah.
Okay, that smells different than it did in the bottle.
Yeah, and it smells different on me than it might on you. Yeah, the clove for sure has waited until the flowers died.
I like that. It sharpens everything up.
And it's like...
brings everything else into focus in a way.
Yes.
The clove is helping.
The clove is uniting our nation.
Yeah.
It's not a super rosy perfume.
No.
And the florals are there kind of as a gasp.
Yes. A gasped
a collective gasp of florals, and then the clove is like, this is my town.
It's that audience reaction sound that you hear in movies and TV where like,
yeah. But you gotta exhale sometime, babies.
Clove.
You're gonna smell it again?
So, I really like that.
These are the first 5 out of 10 in our Spring 2020 collection. We're going to be covering the remaining 5, including our LA Food Bank fundraiser scent, No Man is an Island, on Monday. So, also, if you've smelled any of these and if you have different impressions, we would love to hear them, because we have literally no other way to acquire those impressions now that we can't join you at a lunacy event at the lab. So, thanks for watching, and everyone who's been encouraging us and enjoying these videos. I feel sometimes that we're just like in a prison.
In a prison. Just stop there. Yeah. I feel like sometimes we're in a prison.
End video.